All right, so we're going to make equations of lines with a slope and a point. But we're going to do it a little different than what they say. They say use point slope form. We're going to use slope intercept form. So point slope form is this one, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. There's a lot of algebra that's involved with that, when actually you can just use y equals mx plus b and find your intercepts and you're good. So the only things that you're going to need, and this is things you might want to write down, is you're going to need slope. So slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then you need your point slope, y equals mx plus b. So here, I'm going to use my point slope, y equals mx plus b. So here's my m, here's my x, here's my y. So what I would do is I would just plug them in. So y is equal to 1, my m is 2, my x is 4, I'm solving for b. So this is 1 equals 8 plus b. So if I subtract 8 and subtract 8, I've got b is equal to -7. So my final answer is y equals, put in your m, which is 2x, and then put in your b, which is -7. There's your final answer. All right, so let's do it with this one. So again, let's label. This is my x, that's my y, here's my m. So I'm going to use y equals mx plus b. And I'm just going to plug everything in. So y is 4, my slope is 1/2, my x is 2, I'm solving for b. So 1/2 times 2 means 4 equals 1 plus b, subtract 1, and we got b equals 3. Now I can go back and finish off. So replace your slope with what your slope is, 1/2 x plus, and put in your b, 3. And I'm done. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So once again, we've got y equals mx plus b. So x, y, m. So my y is 0, my m is 2/3, my x is -6 plus b. So 2/3 times -6 is going to be 0 is equal to -4 plus b. Take the 4 over, so b is equal to 4, which makes my final answer y equals, replace it with your slope, 2/3 x plus 4. Final answer. Okay, so now we're going to do this last one. And actually, let me give you a second and you give it a go. So go ahead and try it and see if you can get the right answer. Okay, and your final answer should be y equals -3/4 x minus 7. All right, so now let's go over here. And this says write an equation. So what's different here is that you don't have your slope. So you need to get a slope. So my slope is going to be, if you remember, it's the difference of the y's over the difference of the x's. So -1 minus 7, the difference of the y's, over 1 minus -3. So that's -8 over 4, which is -2. Now, honestly, it doesn't matter which point you pick, just pick a point. So I'm going to pick this one, and here's my slope. And we're going to do exactly what we said we were doing before. So y equals mx plus b. Here's my x, my y, and my m. So -1 equals -2 times 1 plus b. So -1 equals -2 plus b, add 2, and you get b equals 1. Therefore, my final equation is y equals, use your slope, -2x plus 1. Okay, so let's go to this next one. Oops, let me erase that. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our slope. So our slope is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So we're just going to plug it in. So -4 minus -7 over 3 minus -6. Minus a negative makes a positive. So this is going to be 3 over 9, which gives me 1/3. Now, pick a point. Doesn't matter which one it is. I'm going to pick this one just because it's smaller numbers. So do y equals mx plus b. So my y is -4 equals 1/3. My x is 3 plus b. So 1/3 times 3 is 1. Subtract 1, and you get b equals -5. My final answer is y equals, put my slope in, and my b. Final answer. Okay, let's go to the next page. And you're doing the exact same thing, so I'm going to let you go ahead and try these next two. So give them a go. Go ahead and pause, give them a go, and I'll put the steps up. Okay, here's the answer to the first one. And go ahead and give the other one a go. And I will put the steps up. So go ahead and pause. And here's the answer to the next one. All right, so let's look at this next question. This next question tells you write the equation of the line that is parallel to y equals 2x plus 4 and passes through the point -4. So all you need is you need the slope from your equation. So the slope is right here. It's in front of x. And since it's parallel, and here's our point. So since it's parallel, we want the exact same slope. So we're going to use m equals 2, and we're going to use -4 and -1. And we're going to plug it into our formula, y equals mx plus b. So -1 equals 2 times -4 plus b. So -1 equals -8 plus b. Add 8, and we get b is equal to 7. So our final answer is y equals, we know what our slope is, it's 2x plus 7. That's it. Okay, so now if we look at this next one, the only difference here is that you need to solve your equation so that you can get your slope. So I'm just going to subtract x, and I'm going to put it in slope-intercept form. So I've got -3y equals -x plus 9, and then divide by -3. So y is equal to that's a positive because a negative and a negative makes a positive. So positive 1/3 x minus 3. All I need this slope, and I need my point. So I'm going to put it in, y equals mx plus b. Since it's parallel, I want the exact same slope. So -1 equals 1/3 times 3 plus b. 3 times 1/3 gives me 1. So -1 equals 1 plus b. Subtract 1, and you get b equals -2. My final equation is, let's see, my slope is 1/3, so 1/3 x minus 2. Final equation. All right, you do this next one. So go ahead and pause, and I will put the answers up. Okay, and here's the answer. Y equals -6/5 x minus 3. All right, so let's talk about number 12 now. And the only difference here is you have to pay attention to what it wants. This time it wants it to be perpendicular. So that means we need to use the perpendicular slope. So if this is the slope, the perpendicular slope would be, change its sign, so make it negative and flip it. So I'm going to use this point and that slope, and let's go. Y equals mx plus b. So -3 equals -4/3 times 3 plus b, which means the 3's cancel. I've got -3 equals -4 plus b. So when I add 4, I get b equals 1. My final equation is, use my perpendicular slope, -4/3 x plus 1. Final equation. All right, let's go to the last page. So in this last page, of course, we want to do it perpendicular. So that means we need to solve. So minus x. So I've got y equals -x minus 5, which means the slope here is -1. So my perpendicular slope would be, change its sign so it's positive and flip it. So let's put it in. Y equals mx plus b. My y is 3. My slope is 1. And my x is 7. So I've got 3 equals 7 plus b. Subtract 7. And b equals -4. So y equals x minus 4 is my final answer. All right, your turn. Go. Go ahead and pause, give it a go, and then jump back on when you're ready. And here's the final answer. Okay. All right, so we're going to take a look at this next one here. So with this one, it says AB is formed by -1/4. So let's plot it first. Here's A. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -2. Here's B. So, and if line L is perpendicular bisector to AB, write a linear equation for L in slope-intercept form. Graph both AB and L to confirm your graphics, or your confirm graphically. So here's what you're going to do is, first you need to figure out what is the slope of this line, and we're going to want the perpendicular slope. So we can do this just by doing the easy way, by going, okay, how far up do I go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the slope is up 6, and then left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -6. So my slope is going to be, oops, didn't mean to do that. My slope is going to be -1. So for my perpendicular slope, I would want it to be, change the sign and flip it. I'd want it to be 1. Now, I need to find my point, and it says it's perpendicular bisector, so what I need to do is find the midpoint. So all you do is you average the average of your x's over the average of, and the average of your y's. So the midpoint would just be, add your x's, so -1 plus 5, and take the average, so divided by 2, and then 4 plus -2 divided by 2. So this is going to be 5, 4, so this is going to be 2, and then this is going to be 1. So that's your 2 points that you're using. You're using 2, 1, and then you're using this slope. So we're just going to do the exact same thing we've been doing. Y equals mx plus b. Okay, so we use y equals mx plus b. So therefore my y is 1. My slope is 1. My x is 2 plus b. So 1 equals 2 plus b. Subtract 2. And you get b equals -1. Therefore my final answer should be 1x minus 1. So let's try it. So I'm going to go to -1. I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And if you look, that looks like it's perpendicular to it. All right, you guys go ahead and try this one and see if you can get it. And here's the answer. Okay, we're done. You can do your homework now. Good luck.